Hello guy and girl gamers, welcome to my guide on as to how you can make your life easier as an expert when helping defuse a bomb in Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. I'd like to preface this video by saying that this was developed for Bomb Defusal Manual version 1. If you're unsure of the version you've got, it's written on the front page, just above the verification code, which for this version is code 241. If you're unsure what Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is, look it up. It's a great game. It's 2 or more people. I mean, technically you could play it on your own, but that takes most of the fun out of the game. I've come up with a way to cut down solution time on 2 of the more complicated modules, Morse code and password. Password's not that complicated, and yeah, Morse code's not that complicated either, as long as the person telling you tells you the right stuff, and password, as long as you get lucky, it's real quick, but it's not necessarily complicated. But these should help cut down on the solution time a little bit. So let's jump in, shall we? Alright. In the Morse code module, only 18 of 26 possible letters are used in the words that determine the frequency to choose. Because of this, in the table I've made, I have omitted those extra 8 useless letters. Rather than make a table like what is in the manual, which is alphabetical, I made a table that will make decoding these messages a little faster. As you can see, any letters that only have 1 dot or dash are under the column marked 1. Right there. Any with 2 dots or dashes are under column 2. So on and so forth. Within these columns, I have applied the organizational structure that works in binary to make things easier to find. In this table, we treat dots as zeros and dashes as ones. For instance, in column 3, you have S, which is a series of 3 dots, or 0, 0, 0, followed by an R, a series which is dot, dash, dot, or 0, 1, 0. If you know binary, you'd know that a series is missing there, though, which is 0, 0, 1. That is because the letter that dot, dot, dash represents isn't used in any of the possible answers. So instead of including it and it being blank, or the table being longer than it needs to be, it has been completely omitted in order to save space and time. The way binary works, since it is base 2, if 0, 0, 0 were to represent 1, or the first row, then to go to 2, or the second row, we must go up by 1 unit to 0, 0, 1. For 3, it would be 0, 1, 1. I'm sorry, 0, 1, 0. For 4, 0, 1, 1, so on and so forth. Now granted, these won't be the row of 2 being 0, 0, 1, or 0, 1, 0 for 3, or 0, 1, 1 for 4. But that's the way it's organized. So for instance, you've got 0, 0, 0, 0. The next is 0, 0, 0, 1. You go up one more, 0, 0, 1, 0. So that way, if you've got 2 dashes in a 4 thing sequence for a letter, well, it's either going to be H, V, or F off the bat, because L starts dot, which means it can't be, and then B, X, C, you're going to start dash, dash, dash. And as soon as you see dot, dash, you can say, okay, anything underneath it will not start with a dot, or with 2 dots, I mean. On a side note, binary is strings of 8 combinations of 1s and 0s in order to make letters, numbers, and other things. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, so on. don't actually mean anything in binary, in case you're wondering. This system should allow you to solve the Morse code module faster. If you're told a series of dots and dashes that isn't on the table, you'll either have to request that the person start over because one of the letters they gave you can't be correct because it wouldn't be in one of the answers, or you can just scratch that out, hope that what the other ones they gave you are right, and try to figure out the word based on that. Now, on to passwords. On passwords, on the first column that is read out, which will consist of 5 total letters, there's only 15 possibilities of the 26 letters in the alphabet in terms of the first letter of the answer. These letters are A, B, C, E, F, G, H, L, N, O, P, R, S, T, W. Any letters you receive that aren't one of these 15, you can automatically cross off or not even write down. As an example, if you're given the letters F, X, H, O, I, well, you can cross off X and I immediately, which leaves you with F, H, and O to deal with when trying to figure out the password. Stops you from having to constantly check back and forth whether or not X or I match as a first letter for any of the words, if you haven't memorized the passwords. If you'd like access to the 2 image files I've created, they're downloadable through the link in the description down below. I hope this video was helpful to everyone. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to receive updates when new videos go up, subscribe and or follow me on Twitter at IanZJohnston. Thanks, have a great day.